Hey there, I'm Casey. Welcome to my garden in Tampa Zone 10A. Today is November 15th, 2025, and this is our garden walkthrough video. Check it out. So here we are in mid-November. We already had our very first very cold night. It was 39, so we're going to see some of the damages in the garden today. We are going to remove this Chinese perfume and put the annatto here. That's coming soon. Our Christmas loquat. It had flowers. There they are. So the loquats are starting to bloom. And then we have our super prolific soursop. And we try to protect it, but the cold night of 39 came on Ariel's birthday, so we had other plans for the night. So we didn't really protect it that well. But we are going to build like a PVC plastic cage to go around it, like all the way up to the roof there. But oh, so sad. Soursop. The peanut butter fruit had some damage, but it's still looking really good, and it's loaded in fruit. And then there's our Floragon. Looks absolutely fine. We removed our chaya and put a new mulberry in the ground. I think that's Turk. And our Beautyberry looks great. We've got moringa everywhere because they're pioneer plants to more sensitive trees like our avocados. So the food forest is about 3 or 4 years old now and becoming quite productive. And then the first was our orange sherbet. Looks really good. Ariel's going to make a video soon on how he sprays micros on the trees. So if you want to see how he does that, that's going to be coming up soon. He's going to, I think, do that today. This is the Trinidad scorpion pepper. The dogs are eating lemongrass. And the Sri Lankan weevils absolutely love the tropical apricot. So yeah, this is the front yard. This is a holy basil, and next to it is a Ceci Love. We had Pickering, but we replaced it this year with Ceci Love. This is Ketembia, and it's doing great. And then on this front trellis is Gruana. You can still see some pods down there, and it handled the cold just fine. This is a butterscotch sapodilla. There's lots of fruit on it. And our Amistad salvia. This thing blooms like year round underneath our My One jackfruit. Pretty orchids. My One is not flowering yet, but we do have another jackfruit in the garden that is flowering. Then we have our Venus mango. Our Thai gold papaya. They are getting very large. Can't wait to try that one. Our Barbados cherry. We haven't had any cherries on it in the fall, I think because we pruned it too hard. And then our bananas up here have one more rack. We had 2 that we harvested. And there's blackberries, but they're not flowering yet. Our miracle fruit, we have so many miracle fruit. Loaded pretty much year round. Here we have our black sapote. This is Reineke. It's getting pretty big. It's about 7 feet tall now. Skyvine, super fast growing, very pretty moonflower. In this back corner, Stanley likes to hide or go between the fence. But back here is a pomegranate. Still see there's one more pomegranate to harvest, and it is reflowering. There are blueberries, lots of different types of blueberries. This is Honeykiss mango. And it is planted right next to lemon meringue. Lemon meringue is about 7 feet tall now, whereas for keeping honeykiss smaller, it's about 4 feet now. And behind it's all that Turk's cap fire bush. More different fire bush. There's moringa protecting a Suriname cherry. We have a painter's cherry lotta. It's getting annihilated by the leaf hopper. You can see the damage of that here. Next to it we've got a groomy chama. I think it looked like it was about to push out some flowers, but I don't know. And then really pretty blood leaf. On here, notice this whole branch is just pink. So we're going to try to clone just this branch and maybe get just pink ones. Going into the backyard, those are our Namwa bananas. And there's one rack that's falling into my one. So this is our front yard. Sun is rising, so it's very bright. Now going into the backyard, we have another Jaboticaba. On this island there are pineapples from the grocery store that are about 4 years old now, and that is fruit punch. And again, we have another moringa as a pioneer tree for whenever the fruit trees were young. And then that is China. We're gonna go see that in a little bit. We also grow cotton. So this is brown sea island cotton, I think it's called. Got this really pretty coral porterweed. There are some orchids. This one was really weird. Really weird one. Chinese violet is flowering. The noni handled the cold fine. It took a really big hit last year when we got to 33. We got to 39 and it was fine. And then we have our coconut cream mango. Got pretty cestrum. This is aloe. Coming from the plant. We got our tropic pink guava. There's Mujing tea, Lipia alba, a whole bunch of other stuff. And these are mulberry have Shangri-La. It's Shangri-La. We grafted Skinner to it, as well as Chiang Mai, and Ariel is air layering all the tips. So we are ready for the plant sales in the spring. This is M4 mango. It's a yellow and white plumeria. Oh, but here's our jackfruit. This is China. Oh, and you can see flowers coming. All these little flower spikes. It is grafted, but it's grafted really low down there. More orchids. Keep following this path. There is a sapodilla back there, but it doesn't look really good. Here's a cha-cha. This is all underneath our pink powder puff tree. Got powder puffs in it. And the fire spike is really going off. It's been going off for quite some time now. Our monkey jack. Ariel's air layering it to share with others. Well, you can see a Dutchman's pipevine bloom up there. That's orange essence as well as pina colada. And this mulberry is world's best. And then back here are some rare ornamentals. There's a shooting star. There's a Malaysian orchid back there. Light bulb clerodendron took the cold fine. On this island, my favorite, this is Chinese perfume. I don't see any blooms on it right now. And then there's Fireball Mallow. And then Cecropia, that's the real Cecropia. This is Silas wood Sapodilla. So we have 5 different Sapodillas in the garden. And we're keeping them all about like that big. So it's only about like 6 feet tall. And then there's a Cecropia right behind it. So Cecropia will take the upper canopy. More Canna edulis. This is Choquette avocado. And at the base of it we planted a new Dutchman's pipevine. Coming from there, there are 2, oh, here's Oliver. Loquat. Olivers are really good all around loquat. It's not really sour or really sweet. It's just a really good loquat. Back here we've got different heliconia, and then Stanley is at the star apples now, or kaimito, and then that's Burgess and the Lara purple. The heliconia really do not like the cold. This is a white sapote, the Campbell variety. Got pineapples and blueberries. And our cranberry hibiscus is flowering. This is a volunteer cranberry hibiscus. Then we have an ice cream bean, supposed to be taking the upper canopy. And then there's plumeria. I bet Stanley sees a cat. Come here. Shh. This is our butterfly pea vine. It looks like it got hit pretty bad with the cold. Before we move on, let's go to this island. The clematis is pretty much going to seed. It's been flowering since June, I think. The starfruit is loaded. And the fruit are starting to get really orange, like a brown color. And it's not ready to pull yet. Over here is the coffee. And it got cooked pretty bad. Only the beans though, the leaves look okay, but all the coffee beans look like they turned black like overnight. Another view of the starfruit. Last year the chenille plant suffered a lot from the cold damage, but it was fine this year. So the starfruit is taking the upper canopy to protect the coffee. So this is the backyard. Back here under these Hawaiian solo papayas, this is Aki, and this is cacao. And back there are kittens. Stanley, get out. This is a pineapple pleasure mango. Got another peanut butter fruit volunteer papaya. And that's over top of the maycock. And there was fruit on it somewhere. This is sherbet berry. It's also called falsa. These little berries taste like a sherbet. It's a juicing berry though, not really an eating berry. I need to get in here and cut this. But this is my Tahitian hat. And it's over white candles. And then there's lobster claws. I gotta get in there and clean that up. And this is Irani avocado. So that's a really, really late season avocado. Another volunteer papaya over the Aru canistel. And then we pruned back the edible leaf hibiscus to get more materials to propagate off of. So this is our backyard. That's a Dioscorea alata. We gotta cut that. We did not plant that. But super invasive. So this is the side yard. We have some raised beds over here, but we don't use them for raised beds anymore. This is Ibolito, Caimito. There's a Tice mulberry. This is false cardamom. There's a Barbados cherry that got some cold damage. We've got guava back there. Oh, this is shampoo ginger. This is rosy gold mango. This will be the first one to harvest, usually in March. Patomba. That's a golden nugget jackfruit. This is a winter cassia. And this is Molish sapodilla. There's a bed of volunteer butterfly pea vine. And then this is a custard apple. This custard apple tastes like raspberry yogurt. I think there's like 3 fruit on the tree. We used to grow food in these raised beds, but we never really ate it because pests would come or something like that. So we've been learning how to eat and grow different alternatives. So we don't really use the raised beds for that anymore, except lettuce because we're going into fall or winter. This is the black bat. Super cool. So we have a nursery, food forest vines, and we propagate everything from the nursery from our house. And this is where it begins. And then we take it to the nursery, which is off-site. Last few weeks we harvested all of our canna edulis, so in an upcoming video I'm going to show you what the harvest looked like. We're going to taste test it and even extract its starch, so those are some cool videos coming up. This is another white sapote, another Campbell variety. On the house there are different passion vine, so we're working on different passion vine projects. We've got some lettuce seeding and a jade vine. We dropped it down because it was cold. Here's our Geffner Adamoya. We're pretty certain that it's super root bound because the leaves never really grow. And we saw another Geffner and it had huge leaves. And this had like 2 fruit this year and 2 fruit last year, but they were really small. Like, I know the fruit is really small, but it's just not what it's supposed to be. So I think we're going to put something else there. This is our sugar apple, and last year we got a fall crop. There's a fall crop at our parents' food forest down the road, but we didn't get a fall crop in our garden. And then we have Simmons. No, this is Lula, my bad. Hard with the sun behind us. So there's lots of fruit in Lula. This is supposed to be a trompo canistel, but trompo is very large and like heart-shaped, and these are very not that. It's starting to smell though like a cake batter that I say canistel is like, but they're not soft yet. So now we have not trompo canistel. See, our fruit trees are about, that's probably about 12 feet now. We try to keep it about 10 feet. All along the fence over here is tindora or perennial cucumber. So again, it's another tropical alternative that we're growing because cucumbers really don't grow here. This is Ariel's favorite mango ice cream. This was Namdak Mai. We topped work it. We are top working it. And these grafts were taking, and then the cold came, and I'm pretty sure that they're dead now, so that's fun. This is our Thai giant jujube. It's loaded in fruit. Really, really, really tall. It's like 13, 14 feet tall now. The cold got some of the fruit. Ariel's been getting new heliconias. How pretty they are. Just to add to the garden. So we're starting them in the raised beds because they're on irrigation. Here is a mamey, which I'm shocked that the cold didn't do anything. It's unprotected on the corner of the house, and it's about to flower. We have another white sapote. This is redlands and young hands. We've got root beer plant, which I'm trying to get out of the ground to keep in the pot. This is a really cool vine. What do you have there, Stanley? What do you have there, Stanley? You're just burying stuff. What is this? So weird. And then the last sapodilla, this is Alano. Alano is a good sapodilla. So there you have it. That's what our garden looks like November 2025. We also make sure that the garden is fed and we water each section about twice a week because we're in this extreme drought. Ariel's going to show you in some upcoming videos some other things that he does, micronutrients, silicon, to help the plants deal with the cold a little bit better, as well as anticipate flowers coming in the spring. So look forward to those videos where you can learn all of his tips and tricks of how he maintains this beautiful food forest. Thank you so much for watching our video today. Hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next one.